What up? This is Robert Horry.
Horry, three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
All right, even though we were late this week, my fault, we're still going to drop you a Friday bonus show. It's the Shoot-Around, episode 133 of our little extra Friday bonus show for you. If you ever have a topic you want us to do, a piece of audio we didn't get to, something we didn't talk about, and I have three really good questions on the sheet this week. We're going to get to those in a second. You just find us. We're out there. Big Shot Bob Pod, Rob Jenners, Brandon Harper, obviously Robert Horry. You can find us on all the platforms. Send us your stuff, and if we see it, we get a chance to talk to you about it, we'll bring it up on the show. I did want to bring up this because it was like the ultimate letdown. And I want to know if you guys have experienced something that you got really excited for, and it was a complete and total letdown.
Rousey looking for the arm, and already the arm, it's over. Mamma mia! It is just incredible. The most devastating finish in MMA history. And Ronda Rousey just took another arm hostage.
Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, huge promotion for this fight on Netflix. Lasted 17 seconds. 17 seconds. Just an absolute, complete and total letdown. And I mean, look, I like Gina Carano a lot. Good for you. She hadn't fought since like 2009 or something like that.
17 years off.
Oh, and just down in 17 seconds. Just nothing. It wasn't even a fight. It was over instantly.
To me, I think this fight was 15 years too late.
That's probably true. At least 10 years, if not any, if nothing else. Yeah.
You think about it. She at home chilling, gained 100 pounds. Oh, fuck, y'all want me to fight for $1 million? Shit, you give me $1 million, I get down to my fucking playing weight too.
Yeah, sure.
And I just thought, like 17 years off, I wasn't interested in this fight at all.
I was kind of like, I was like, okay, this might be something, and it just, no.
When I saw the gap, I haven't fought in 17 years, I'm like, no. And then I had to lose 100 pounds. That means I wasn't fighting. Now, if she said, okay, I had to lose 10 pounds because I still been training and in shape, I'd be like, okay, I'm more interested. But the fact that you had to lose that much weight to get into the ring, I'm like, no. Even with the fight before that, what's the guy name? The
African dude. The big dude?
Not the African, the dude, the Mexican that always beats everybody up. He's fighting the bare knuckle dude.
I forget his name.
I'm really following
even him. I'm like, you could look at his right eye and like one hit and that's going to split open. And look, one hit and it split open. I'm like, there's blood everywhere. So there's just two fights that I think people like. I appreciate the effort.
Well,
here's the headlines will pass their prime.
They are. Here's the thing that I didn't know. I found out after the fight, and had I known it ahead of time, I would have completely discounted the whole thing. This was part of Jake Paul's Most Valuable Promotions, first ever MMA card on Netflix. This is the guy who fought Tyson. And that was just like, so I guess my question was, an event you were either excited to see or something you watched that you were really excited for, that was a complete and total letdown.
Mike Tyson, Holyfield 2.
Was that the ear?
My dad loves
That was
boxing.
the second fight he bit his ear, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the second fight.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think. It was like, okay, it's gonna be a good fight. I got up close ring seats, cost me a lot of money. Me and my dad. Yay, we hear Dad. And then next thing you know, that shit break out. Then that's when everything is going crazy, and we got stuck upstairs. We had to sit upstairs in the arena. Is that the same night Tupac got shot?
Ooh, so Tupac got killed in 90.
I think it's the same night.
95?
I know it was during the Holyfield fight, the Tyson fight when he got killed. Yeah, because I remember I was sitting there. We finally was able to let us down because something happened in the arena was they thought gunshot and everybody, flipped the tables over. It's a scene in his book that I was reading about the guys who do magic and was counting cards where they talk about Dominique was stealing chips, but now he wasn't. He was grabbing his chips because the table got flipped over.
It was a different Tyson fight.
Okay.
It was Tyson versus Bruce Seldon, September 2nd, 1996.
That's what
but it was the same night as the Tyson fight. It just wasn't that Tyson fight.
Okay. But it's just so weird that's the one time usually MGM used to give me tickets, and they're like, you want to upgrade, you be ring close, it costs you like $3,000 more. I'm like, sure, let's do it. It's my dad. That motherfucking fight stopped. I was so mad. I was like, I want my money. I want my money back.
Yep. Straight letdown.
Yeah.
Harp.
A complete letdown?
Yeah, just something you were excited for. It doesn't have to even be a sporting event. Just something you were super excited for that was like.
Not the girl you went on a date with the other night, but something else.
Oh. No, I wasn't one about one on a date with. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
What, letdown or a date?
Like that. No, letdown.
Oh, okay, good.
That's a really, really good question. I don't want to call. Well, I guess I don't know if we had huge expectations for this, but it was a fight. It's really just for the money. I expected a little more from the Tyson and Jake Paul thing.
Oh yeah,
it was just nothing but a bunch of just dancing around the whole ring the whole time. After you're gonna do promo around that and the fear of Tyson, and Jake Paul can't stand in the ring with Tyson. One shot from Tyson, he's out. Man, it was barely a punch thrown in that whole fight. Just dancing around.
All the punches he pulled.
Tyson looked like he could barely move.
I'll tell you the one that my neighbor paid for was Mayweather-Pacquiao.
Oh, God.
Because we're keeping it in the fight ring, so I'll keep it in the fight ring. I remember my neighbor, it was like $100 too. My neighbor paid for it. He's like, I'm going to pay for it. Everybody come over, we're going to watch it. Maybe you throw in $15-20, great. That was just, we were all just like, this sucks. It wasn't even a fight. It was like, what is this? Mm-hmm. This is so stupid. Mm-hmm. Like, there were barely any punches thrown. It was horrible. Terrible, terrible experience. Absolutely terrible. A question from Justin to the show. Do you guys agree with Colin Cowherd's take on Kevin Durant? I've heard a lot of opinions about Durant, but for me, this summed it up pretty good. And he attached this clip from Twitter. This is Colin Cowherd on the Club 520 podcast with Jeff Teague.
Somebody said on my staff the other day, KD's like a boat. The best day is the first day you have it, and the first day you sell it. Damn. The two best days of a boat are buying it and selling it. And by the way, somebody else will buy the boat because you have amazing moments. It is awesome. You kind of feel like cool guy in the neighborhood when you get the boat or KD. And then after about a year, you're like, shit, man, it's a lot of work. It's expensive. It's a lot of work.
I don't know if I feel about KD.
Hey, Roland.
Everybody on the podcast shot that down pretty fast. But honestly, it's a pretty damn good analogy. You're excited to have it, and you're excited to sell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Suns were so excited to have Kevin Durant, and they were so excited to see him leave town.
I think a lot of that had to do with Bradley Beal too being there. He didn't turn out, and then
it didn't.
And then KD had to do more work than he wanted to do. I think when if you look at KD's career, great player, but the one thing people don't talk about is KD's always had two really good players with him when he's been successful. You think about it, you had Westbrook, you had Harden.
Yep.
That team there, because it took some of the pressure off of him. And don't get me wrong, he don't really need that, but I think when he came into the league, he had that, and now that's become who he is. And I think now when you look around like, I got to do too much work here. You're making it harder for me. Even though I can do it, I just spend so much work trying to do this that I don't want to fucking mentor nobody.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy anymore. I just want to hoop where I can just, when I have my opportunities, I take my opportunities. The thing is, KD can still play. I just think he needs two other superstars with him so he can really exploit the defense and really be comfortable.
Let me ask this question. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. How do you think Houston feels about him? Genuinely, how do you think Houston feels about him after the season they just had?
I think they don't give two shits. It's like, I think they realize how much Dylan Brooks made that team go defensively. And I'm thinking like, well, he's a great player, but we need to add something with him. I think with Van Vliet coming back, that might take some of the pressure out. So I think they're going to run it back one more time. It's a fully healthy team. And, of course, Sengun is one of those guys that everybody used to say he's the most overrated. But as a team, I'm like, Sengun, you ain't going home. We paying you. You're going to stay here. You're going to lose by 15 pounds. We're going to chisel that body up. We got KD. Now we got 2 guys. You know, Jabari's gotten better. They got 2 to 3 guys now that can make it easier for KD, especially at his age.
Sorry. Yeah, I've always said with KD, he grade A talent, just grade A player on the court. But sometimes I wonder, is he willing to accept all of the ridicule that comes along with things that a real superstar would have to deal with?
We know he is.
But that's the thing. So I have the talent of a number one and a guy that's supposed to lead a franchise, but I don't have the ability to accept the accountability that comes along when things are not going well. I want all the praise, but I don't want any of the ridicule. And that's my problem with him sometimes. It's like when things aren't working, he wants to move on somewhere else. And I'm like, well, bro, you have to be the reason it works. You can't I can't be this great talent and then when things aren't going well, let me go ahead and duck behind this bush and just point the finger at everybody else. And then when things are going well, I want to stand front and center and say, hey, you know, you got a future Hall of Famer right here. That's the reason why. I just feel like you're running out of teams and you're running out of time.
Well, to your point, who at this point, if Houston decided they wanted to move on from him, I don't know who comes calling on Kevin Durant.
I think he should just stay in Houston. Just stay in Houston.
Well, I agree with you. Yeah. But I'm saying if they decide they want to move on from him, it's like, what do you even do? Like, what are the opportunities for you around the league right now?
I don't know.
Is there a team that just isn't doing dick? That's like, well, Kevin Durant can't hurt.
Denver.
All right.
You put around 2 superstars again.
You pair him up with Murray and Jokic.
Yeah, it makes it really easy for him. He doesn't have to work that hard at his age. So, that to me, I think
Westbrook did well there in that kind of a role.
Yeah, I just think he needs 2 superstars to make it easier for him.
Now, if you're Denver, what does Denver have to give up for this? Because Houston ain't just asking for.
But I don't think they're going.
But I'll just say, I know Denver's not going to do it. But I'm just saying.
No, but you're right. But as situations go, yes, pie in the sky. That would,
Because it's the problem with KD, and this is the situation where any team that trades you and they want to say, like Cowherd said, you know, we want to get rid of this boat. We had good times, but it's now time to get rid of it. They know they're not selling it on the cheap because they also know that KD can still play.
Well, you want to make your money back on the boat, right?
You do, but the problem is as this boat ages and there are new boats that start to come into the league, yours, as great as it is, it'll go into the Hall of Fame for all the work that it did. Your boat has aged out. And eventually you're not
on the bottom.
The price for that boat has now dropped, and eventually you're not going to get the return on that boat that you did when you bought it.
Yeah. The sail doesn't raise as high as it used to.
It's just but that's natural.
But that comes with age, and it happens to a lot of boats.
It is. But so my thing is if I'm another team, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to take this boat, I'm not giving you what you're asking for. I'm just not, because of the model of the boat. This is not. We got newer, more advanced, maybe not better yet, but they're younger. It's newer, new technology.
Yeah.
Hey, this boat can go 100 miles. Yours can only go 5. So I don't know which one you want. The one's going to take you further.
Well, but the 5-mile-an-hour boat's reliable. It's been through it. You know what I mean? It's survived a lot of storms. It's gotten you over the finish line a couple of times.
Yes.
It's tried and true.
Yeah, after a while, that boat gonna start smoking because it's gonna be done.
You know,
smoke coming out the back of it.
I just think this boat is running out of buyers that want to invest.
All right, I think we've bought into the boat analogy a little hard here, but I get it. No, we're all right. We're okay. Yeah, I got you. So, all right, let's listen. Craziest story of the week for me. Edwin Diaz, former Mets closer, now part of the Los Angeles Dodgers, I believe. Tied to an illegal cockfighting ring. This came out this week, and I just wanted to say cockfighting on the show. No, but 3-time All-Star pitcher. He's with the Dodgers. Linked to a cockfighting ring in Puerto Rico based on photos found by USA Today Sports on social media. He's promoting the fight, apparently, on some of his socials. He published a story in March showing pictures of him standing in the cockfighting arena. Maximum penalty for participants in a cockfight, 5 years in prison, and a fine, and maximum penalty for a spectator is a year in prison and a fine.
That's crazy.
So even if he just went to a fight, like it's blatantly illegal. And dude's now he was like the premier closer for the Mets for a minute there. Like, it was like he was the guy. And obviously he got hurt, and the career's fallen off a little bit, but arguably one of the dumber things I've seen someone do to maybe kind of flush what's left of their career.
And promoting it on your socials is crazy.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
That's capital D dumb.
That's real stupid.
Can we think of an athlete that's done anything, with the exception of Michael Vick,
I was just about to say.
dumber than that to throw their career away? Like something that cost them their career that you're like, what the hell?
And I'm pretty sure Mike Vick didn't put this on Facebook.
No, but that's pretty egregious.
I just think of my boy.
Who?
This ain't enough to feed my family.
Oh, who was that?
Sprewell.
Oh, Latrell.
You get to a point where you getting all this money and you say, that ain't enough to feed my family.
Well,
and
choking out PJ
that
Carlissimo probably didn't help either. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that was when he was in Golden State. He moved on to New York, Minnesota, made his money. But I just think, and I love Spree. I just think that was one of the dumbest moves ever to say that ain't enough to feed my family, and you wait, and next thing you know, you cost yourself maybe $60 million.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why? You know,
I don't know.
That's a lot of fucking money, man.
He didn't throw his career away over this, but I always lament that if Dennis Rodman would have been a little bit more, I'm going to say mentally sound, responsible, he could have been beyond an all-time great. Like, I mean, he was great as he was, but I feel like there was so much more tread on the tire for Dennis Rodman that got kind of left behind because he couldn't like put away the partying and he couldn't put away the lifestyle and all this other stuff. And like, there was like a limitless potential for me with him that just got left behind because he couldn't get that stuff under control. And I hate that for him. Because when he was great, he was great.
Yeah. But
he couldn't be there. He just couldn't get there.
It's a lot of athletes that have done that, you know, and a lot of entertainers too.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to play this clip from John Gruden real quick because it made me laugh out loud. He brought up some trash talk that Peyton Manning used to do when he was on the field, and Gruden brought it up on his Barstool show this week, and I thought it was great.
Peyton Manning used to look up, I'm convinced, our starting secondary, their wives' names. He'd be like, Tanisha Smith. Guys are like, hey, man, that's my wife.
So how Peyton used to call out the Omaha. He would look up the secondary's players' wives' names and work them into play calls just to get those guys distracted. That is diabolical.
It is.
Like, that's not just trash talk. That is like diabolical.
Hey, and I'm going to the coach. Let me blitz from this end.
Yeah, I gotta catch it.
I'm about to lay his ass out. We're gonna take this 15-yard penalty.
I'm gonna get a targeting on this one.
Yeah.
You might be
and
playing me next week.
I'm gonna stand over like Peyton Manning wife and just walk over.
Yeah.
I don't know your wife's name.
Whatever your wife's name is.
You ain't throwing a leg over tonight because you're gonna be too hurt.
Oh goodness! I love that. Did you ever do anything that's diabolical in the league? You weren't a big trash talker, but that's not trash talk even though. That's like diabolical. That's like diabolical. You spent time to go look that stuff up and remember it. Like,
I
that's
think the
good.
most diabolical thing I ever did, we were playing Auburn. And I'm the type of person I don't call shit, but if you hit me, I'm gonna get you back. The dude, I don't remember his name. He was the center for Auburn. He elbowed me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get your ass back. And so something happened where he fell, and I did the Draymond Green where he had a brace on one knee. It was his bad knee. I ran and jumped on his bad knee and took off to the other end of the floor. That motherfucker got up so mad, and I'm standing like under the basket. He was running full speed at me. I just stepped to the left. He ran to the back.
No.
I'm like, dude, are you that fucking dumb?
You olayed his ass.
I'm like, he come to me full speed. I could see the fucking red in his face. He was pissed off, snot coming out of his nose. And I just stepped to the side. He made
You Bugs Bunny'd him. You were like, yoink.
dumb.
Oh, no. I love that, though. That's
So,
great.
yeah, that's the one most.
Fire him up.
I
Gaslighting before gaslighting. Good for you.
That's the most diabolical. And when I stepped on his knee, I put a little emphasis on it.
little mustard on it.
I can't get you back, but take that.
I like that a lot.
But I had a rep like that though. It's like if you hit me and you don't say something, you gonna get it.
It's gonna come back your way.
Yeah, if you hit me 2 times, I'm gonna hit you 4 times. It's gonna be double whatever you do.
I like that. Robert Horry keeps score. I love it.
Hell yeah.
He does.
It might not be this game, but next game.
It's
I'm
coming
gonna
for
get
you
your
when you
ass.
least expect it. All right, question from Carson. I don't know if there's an answer to this that's even. He wanted me to play this audio on the show, so he sent me this. What's the worst thing you ever smelled? Was his question. He shared this video.
I think I know what video this is.
Of a man who was letting farts go on a plane, who actually posted that he had eaten like a half a dozen deviled eggs or something before he got on the plane. And he's just sitting on the plane letting them rip. And this man in front of him just couldn't take it anymore.
What the fuck? You see that? Damn, that shit stinks in Jesus' name. Lord help us. Lord have mercy. What the fuck is that smell?
I've heard this before.
He got that man
I've
good.
heard this before.
He got that man good. So his question was, in the effort of playing the Lord that stinks in Jesus' name, what's the worst thing you've ever smelled?
Well, growing up in Alabama, we didn't have much to do, right? So we had these, I don't know, it was like these big things where the doo-doo and shit collect and all that kind of stuff, right? So
You talking about a sewer?
Yeah, it was like a sewer, but I don't know what the fuck it was. It was weird. And we would challenge motherfuckers like, oh, I guarantee you can't walk across that. And so, of course, a couple of us will walk across it. And then one guy's like, man, that's easy shit. I was like, well, take your bike across that motherfucker. He gets on his bike and boom, he falls in.
Oh, no.
So he comes out. We're like, God damn, you
Never
stink
again.
ass.
No.
It's like baby diapers, shit, dead animals in that motherfucker. You're like, oh.
no.
I'm like, I hope it didn't get in your mind. It was like, God damn.
Fire me into the sun. I'm never coming back from that. Like, yeah.
When he got home, his mom was outside with the hose. Like, you fucking dumbass. I don't know what those things were, man, but it was like in the middle of the woods, and it was just like a whole. It was like almost like if something got. It's like an overflow, and like it was just full of shit, and it would always stink, and it was like, and we kids, we just do dumb shit, and motherfuckers will, some would scoot across, some would walk across, but this motherfucker tried to do it on his bike.
Oh.
And you know where his bike is, right? It's still in there.
Oh yeah, no, again, same thing. You burn.
Like, nobody was gonna try to get that bike out of there.
Hell no. No.
Oh, nothing smells worse than when a baby has a blowout.
Baby shit.
There is nothing in this world. Matter of fact, the government could probably bottle that up and do something with it.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's how bad it is. You want a stink bomb? They could do something with that.
I have a 7-month-old granddaughter, so I watch her every Saturday, and every now and then she'll just be sitting there and she'll go, ugh. And I'm like, hon, can you watch your baby for a minute? I gotta go outside for a few minutes. Can you watch your baby? Oh, the baby had. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know the baby was sitting there pooping.
Ain't nothing on this planet. I'd rather jump in a dumpster.
Yeah.
Than to have to deal with baby doodle. Oh
yeah,
no.
No, baby
oh
bad.
no.
Baby just bad.
Oh,
I will tell you that it is sort of in the vein of like Rob. When we were kids, my stepdad was he was having a house built that we eventually moved into, but they had to do the installs of the sewer lines and stuff like that. So I was upstairs, and I'll never forget the smell of when that man cracked off the toilet cover and that sewer line was exposed. I was like, I can't live in this house. I can't. The fact that smell was that is the most horrid smell. And it's the same thing, Rob. It's the same thing in the vein of that puddle of nonsense that your friend fell in. It is horrid. Like it's seared into your memory. It's so bad. Mm-hmm. It's seared. All right. Last question comes from a guy named Rob Jenners. For you guys, I witnessed. My daughter had dance recitals this past weekend, and I witnessed one of the better fights I've ever seen in public. Two grown women fighting over where their flowers were, I guess, backstage. I mean, full on cussing each other out in front of like kids in line for candy and like parents all dressed up for their kids' dance recitals. You effing need to shut your damn mouth. You said I would do that. And they full on cussing each other out in front of just a whole group of people. So what my question for you guys is, the best fight you've ever seen in public, where you've been there somewhere and two people got into it and you were like, oh shit. Damn.
Ricky Williams and Kenny Sims.
Oh no, really?
This. Yeah, two guys in high school, and Ricky was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ricky Williams, like Ricky Williams from Texas.
No, yeah, and they got to fighting, and they was fighting. I don't remember what the fight was. Maybe a girl or something. And I remember they was fight in the street, and then Kenny got on top of him, and Kenny's like one of the strongest motherfuckers in that town, right? Still is to this day. When he was hitting Ricky, you could fucking feel the vibrations in the ground. Oh, he was hitting that motherfucker hard, boy. Boom. And nobody, and Ricky was one of those dudes. You like, oh shit, you grab him? No, you grab him. And so he hit him like 4 or 5 times before he just got up because he's like, man, I'm gonna kill this dude if I don't get it. Like, and it was just, that's like one of the worst fights I've ever seen like live. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, I wanna help you, man, but I ain't trying to get hit for you. I was only like, I was like a $105. My fragile ass might get knocked out for 3 weeks. Dang. So yeah.
I don't know. And like you had to be there to witness it?
Yeah, just a fight you've seen out in public, whether it was just a yelling fight or screaming fight. I'll give you one from mine from college. There was 2 girls. It's similar to your story, Rob, in the sense, but this was 2 girls. One girl was a little bit more like spent time in the gym, and the other girl was skinny. And the little skinny girl decided to mouth off at this girl. It was at a bar one night, and the bigger girl grabbed her by her hair and pulled her head back and just and then hit her so hard like 4 or 5 times in a row. And then when she let her go, the girl just went right to the ground. I mean, she was out cold. And I have never seen a girl cold cock another girl like that in my life. Pulled her hair back and just like unloaded 3 or 4 shots on her and just dropped her. And I was like, nobody messed with that bitch.
Matter of fact, this was some years ago, out of the bar watching a game, and literally saw somebody take a Budweiser bottle and crack somebody upside the head with it.
Oh, that's always
and
fun.
Got the glass stuck in their skull, and you just see the blood kind of oozing out. So it was obviously there was a fight, and then somebody just took the bottle, and all you heard was clink, clink, clink. And I looked. It's just that person just hit the floor and
glass.
just glass.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, it's time to go."
Yeah. Hey, look at that! Look at the time. It's class o'clock. I
Yep.
gotta get my ass out of here.
That happened to me one time in San Antonio.
You got hit upside the head with a bottle?
No.
Oh.
I saw a fight in San Antonio, and I
Tim just caught him off guard one night.
Yeah. Tim made that crazy.
I know.
Hey, so it was weird. This girl was like, "Did you just fucking grab my?" He's like, "No." He's like, "You just fucking grabbed my ass," and she picks up a bar stool and hits him with the fucking bar stool.
Oh.
And his girlfriend comes over and push her. Then the boyfriend is like, I was like, I had just gotten there. I'm like, well, damn. I walked right back out. So I ain't trying to be nowhere near this shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Crazy, boy.
Tim Duncan, crazy, man. I tell you, man. He put down his Bible. He hit you with a stool. It was wild, man.